and it wasn't just the people of Israel and the Nubians. We went to the Nubian village and all that, and learned about the history, but it was also the people we travel with. When you travel with really cool, like-minded people, it just makes a big difference. So if you want to be notified when we travel again, just text the word travel to 87948, and you can join our B1 Travel Club. It's free. Just text the word travel to 87948, and I'll let you guys know when we're going to travel again. And also, if you want to join the Black Investors Championships, we are holding, we call it the Black Investors World Championships. So hundreds of you have signed up already. If you go to blackinvestorscup.com, you can sign up for the Black Investors Cup. So it's going to be 6 weeks. It starts on August 19th. We're going to give everybody $50,000 and let you buy stock. One of the rules that we're incorporating, and Amani, if you're in the chat, I see you in the chat. Put this in there. Make sure this is documented in the rule. Everyone's going to be required to own at least 10 different stocks. Okay, you have to own at least 10 stocks the entire time, and you can't put more than 10% of your money in one stock. So what we don't want is we don't want it to become a casino. I don't want everybody to sort of, think about it like gambling, where you just roll the dice and you buy one company and the company doubles or something and then you win. We're not doing that. We're not looking for gamblers. We're looking for investors. This is really important because a lot of the conversation that you see on the internet about stocks and stock options is not an investing conversation. It's not an investing conversation. It is a gambling conversation. I was just in New York and I was coming home and I was sitting in the lobby of this hotel, and a brother came up to me, and I know I can usually tell when someone looks at me, and I can tell if they're familiar with me and they know who I am, because so he comes up and he says, "Hey, can I get you some coffee?" And I was like, "Sure, I like coffee. I appreciate that." And we talked for a minute, and he told me that he follows, and he likes what we do and everything, and I appreciate that very much. And so we started talking about investing, and I was talking to him about his kids, and he doesn't have kids yet, but I said, "But you do. If you're gonna have kids, you invest for them now." I said, if your son is -5 years old, he's going to be 25 in 30 years. So you got 30 years to get enough wealth together so that he goes into this world and doesn't have to be a slave. You don't want your son to be a slave. Don't sell your kids into slavery. So we talked about that, but then he showed me his portfolio, and I saw where he put a substantial amount of money into Shiba Inu. You all know Shiba Inu, the little doggy crypto. And I said, that's not an asset. That coin is worthless. And they told you that it's worthless. And I didn't disparage I wasn't trying to be mean. I wasn't mean to him at all, but I said, I would feel better if you invested in real companies. I would feel better if you invested in assets. What you're kind of doing is you're gambling, you're speculating, right? So, because you might get lucky. Maybe the coin is going to double in value and you make some money. That's good. But you're kind of betting on black. You're literally in the casino right now. And I don't want you to put your wealth in the casino. I need you to invest. That means you're buying the stable companies, you're buying the Walmarts, and you're buying the Amazons, and you're buying the Coca-Colas, and you're buying the companies that sell real products that are making real money. That is how you build wealth long term. That the speculation, the like, I'm going to bet it all on black, or I'm going to go buy a bunch of call options and all that. The options literally creates gambling addicts. There are gambling addicts who call themselves investors who are doing this, where they're just making, they're rolling the dice with stock options. So they buy these options, they make $5,000 overnight, and they tell everybody on the internet. But then what they don't tell you is when they lost another 10,000 because the market moved against them. And you want to be really careful about that. You want to invest in a way that is careful and considerate of the important variable, which is wealth preservation.